Hey guys, this is Intuitive Anthony doing another YouTube video. This video today is about a new story that broke probably within the last week. White supremacists in Philly were chased out by the black people they were trying to intimidate. Hey guys, this is Intuitive Anthony doing another YouTube video. This story just came out this past week, and I thought it was noteworthy to discuss with you guys. White supremacists in Philly are chased out. But before we get into this video and crack this walnut that is this story, I want you guys to hit the subscribe button if you can. Hit the notification bell and give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube will know that this is actually a good video, guys. Now that we've gotten the formalities out of the way, we can begin to get into this story.
And back now in Eyewitness News with a group of white supremacists who marched through the streets of Philadelphia on this 4th of July weekend.
We have 250 people in black shirts carrying a flag.
That was initial reports from police of what turned into a large rally in Center City. Police say it started near Love Park and stretched all the way to Penn's Landing. They also say along that route, counter-protesters erupted. And this is video sent to Eyewitness News from a counter-protester. Police say about 200 people affiliated with the group Patriot Front took part in the protest. Officers say that they were wearing face coverings and carrying flags and shields. They were also chanting "Reclaim America" and "The election was stolen." As the group made their way across Center City, police say multiple fights broke out with counter-protesters. They say at one point smoke bombs went off. We spoke with one of the counter-protesters who says that he was injured during the confrontation. He says he was surprised not only that the rally was happening, but that others jumped in to stand up to the group.
Yeah, I was shocked. In the moment, I was shocked. I mean, does it shock me that white supremacists assemble? No. But it was a shocking kind of moment because I hadn't heard of anything happening in the city. I was happy to see that people joined in to make them feel unwelcome in Philadelphia.
The mayor tweeted out earlier today that while he respects everyone's right to free speech, his administration stands against everything the group represents. Stay with Eyewitness News as we continue to follow this story.
Yeah, something on my shoulder. Can't be going out here looking all kind of half-assed and stuff. That's how people talk about you. Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so white supremacists in Philly, apparently they were out there to intimidate and try to, scare black people, I guess, into not standing up for themselves. But apparently they don't realize that the times have changed and the white man's kingdom is coming down and they know it. Their time is up. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the one that follows. And I think during this transition time, they're still thinking that the old way is going to work, but they're going to find out that it's not. So I'm going to try to handle this as diplomatically as possible without going too far deep into this. Okay. These are people that came from Texas chanting, "Reclaim America, the election was stolen." Oh, well, you would be the ones to know about stealing something, like a whole set of people. Doesn't feel too good when it's on the other foot, huh? I actually enjoy it because what goes around comes around. And to be quite honest, I don't care about Democrat or Republican. They're both terrible. They're both terrible. I don't trust neither one of them. I don't trust anybody but myself. That's all one can have. That's all one can do. So without getting too emotional and too tied up in this story, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come out like this that are just going to be unfortunately heartbreaking. But I do like the fact that those intimidation tactics that worked previously will not be working now. And as time goes on, it's only going to get more and more prominent. Yeah, but they were chanting "Reclaim America, the election was stolen." Yeah. I'm sorry, it falls on deaf ears with me. Because you can't be the victim and the aggressor at the same time. How does that work? You can't talk out of both sides of your neck. So sick of people in this world today. They just, it's just a mess. Okay, so 200 members of a Texas-based white supremacist group basically went to Philly to intimidate black people. Now, remember Ted Cruz was in Texas, and then when Texas froze over, they were asking for help for Texas. I don't mean no harm, but screw Texas. Screw Texas, because this right here, this is the prime example why I could care less about what's going on in Texas. I could care less about the people. Instead of bleeding hearts going around trying to love and kumbaya with everybody, oh, that day is over. That day is over. The only ones that still kumbaya and trying to hold hands with everybody is them people that's in them churches sleep. That's why they're asleep. They're asleep. They're docile. They've been made weak. They've been made weak. To everybody else who has a brain and can think for themselves and is no longer asleep, those generational curses are being lifted. Some of them are still asleep. Some of them are still asleep. But the way Ted Cruz took his family and left and went to a vacation spot while they were going through that freeze in Texas, that's exactly what they deserve. That's exactly what they deserve. I don't like Ted Cruz. I think he's a poor excuse for whatever nationality he falls under. He's a poor excuse for them. And at this point in time, any of those minorities that are particulars of a certain group and your own people turn against you, do not allow them to come back into the fold. Like, it's time to start holding these people accountable. Because if he'd have turned on America, that would have been considered treason. But turning on your own people or your own nation or your own, yeah, that should be dealt with accordingly too. Stop allowing these worms to wither their way back in. So Ted Cruz is exactly what they deserve. And anything that goes down in Texas, I don't care. That's just personally how I feel. Screw them. They were outside of a Philadelphia hall on Saturday evening. They were carrying flags, and I'm gonna find some video because there's some video that shows this situation about the racism, the anti-Semitism, and the intolerance under the guise of preserving the ethnic and cultural origins of white ancestors. They try to say it's national pride. What they do is, it's obviously racism. It's obviously racism. These are the same diseased minds that were back then. It hasn't changed. Oh, they're trying to put a nice spin on it. No, what they're doing is they're basically showing their true colors. So they can spin it however they want to. It is what it is. And I don't want people to lose heart at what's going on, but all of these things have got to happen. They have got to happen because those who are in control of those strongholds are going to have to come down from where they're at. And they don't want to. So I am so happy that the people in Philly did not put up with that crap. I'm so happy they did not put up with that crap. And I think more of this needs to happen. When somebody comes out of their way to intimidate you and they push at you, push right back. And I'm going to put the video in this. But these kind of things are going to happen more and more frequently, guys. So do not lose heart. But it's a new day. It's a new time. And nobody else is putting up with this crap anymore. Okay, guys. But this has been Intuitive Anthony. This was the story about the white supremacists in Philly being chased out because the intimidators became intimidated. That's what more of that needs to happen. Guys, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the thumbs up on the video so that YouTube will take notice of the video, guys. This has been Intuitive Anthony, and until I talk to you again, guys, peace.